Took a second. Hi, I'm Patty Wonder. I am your Scentsy director for Team WunderBar. And welcome to Team Talk Tuesday, the first Tuesday of the month, where we just kind of catch up and I try to give you a little inspiration to get you through the month. So I'll wait for a hot minute for people to jump on. And hello, Zara. Hello, Janice. Director Janice. Thank you, Zara. Went back to this. I'm getting bored. I have to try different things. Hi, Iko. Hey, Kirsty. And most people that Marco Polo me see me in my jammies or a baseball hat. So, hi, Kathy. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to try to channel my softer side tonight. So, hi, Serena. Make sure you've peed. Make sure you're hydrated. Although most of you are probably getting close to go to bed. Hey, Quentin, long time no see. Me and Quentin just had a Zoom. Hey, Sarita Pryor, you hotshot you. All right. I don't think I have a lot to cover tonight, but those of you who've been with me for a little while know I tend to squirrel quite a bit. I really sat and thought about, I've been thinking about this week's training for probably about 2 weeks. And then I went through my really rocky week and I really thought about this training. And then I came out of it and now I'm like, okay. And part of my headspace and wanting to talk to you, hi Tanya, hi Sarah. Part of what I want to talk to tonight, I actually passed the buck and delegated, and Jacqueline came and talked to you about it. For those of you who haven't watched our Superstar Director, which is your Superstar Director as well, I'm on. Please watch the video that's in announcements. The reason why I had Jacqueline Roy come in, I said, can you please come in and talk to them? Jacqueline is my softer side. So when everybody knows I'm very black and white, I'm very direct. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I don't have a lot of emotional loading into things, not because I don't have emotion. I am an empath, which is why I protect myself from getting involved in negativity and yuckiness, because it just drains me. So I've learned to compartmentalize kind of, but most of the things in business are business. It's not really, I'm not your mother. I'm not your therapist. I'm not here to hold your hand. You are an independent Scentsy consultant, director, whatever. Independent, not dependent, independent. So I come from a very, we'll just do this. And sometimes when, Denise, sometimes when I know what I want to say, but either someone's going to take it completely wrong, or I know they're kind of in a fragile place and I can't find the soft words, I will go to Jacqueline and say, here's what I want to say. How do I say it softer? And she will help me with my softness. So, and I've gotten a lot better over the 5 years. Trust me. Believe it or not, those of you that, you know, that still think I'm a bit much. But, and I always say, look, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. And that's why there's lots of different directors, lots of different trainings, lots of, you have YouTube, you have Facebook, you have Facebook groups, you have, did I say workstation right? I think I did. You have so many places to connect with the Scentsy world. So if I'm not your cup of tea, I don't mind that your cup of tea might be somebody else. It's okay, as long as you are learning and growing and being the best you that you can be. So the reason why I said, Jack, you've been in this for a long time, and I know you have seen some serious shit go down, and you're still here doing better than ever. Can you please go talk to them and just kind of, and she's a superstar director. She's in on a lot of things that I am not. You know how you think I'm in a lot of things because I'm a director? No, I'm not in nearly enough. Just let me say that. I can't wait to get to that point. Did you know when you're a superstar director, you get your own concierge? Yeah. You have somebody that you can call directly and go, hey, what's up? So, hello, Joe. Hello, Joe. So if you haven't watched Jacqueline's video, it's in announcements, and Jacqueline's been in for 13 years. And so I wanted to kind of come and talk. We have all been through crazy things with Scentsy on completely different levels. Joe was telling me about something the other day because we were talking about this, and I think everybody's gone through their roller coaster of emotions during this whole thing, and the fact that it's locked into COVID stuff isn't helping. But I do believe it goes hand in hand. I really do. So sometimes I think you guys, first of all, let me say thank you. Thank you for keeping it graceful. Thank you for keeping it classy. Thank you for keeping it positive. I know I can feel your frustrations. I can feel your exhaustion. I can feel your disappointments. I can feel all of it. And when I feel like I just want to help you, I wish I could wave a magic wand and make it all better and make stock appear, and I wish I could. But when I think about that, I think we have to multiply that times 1,000, and that's how Heidi and Orville feel. There is one common thing that keeps me ride or die with Scentsy. I am never going to leave Scentsy. The only way I'm leaving Scentsy is if they leave me. And I trust Heidi and Orville. I firmly trust Heidi and Orville. My mom cracks jokes with me all the time because my mom, you think I'm a swear bear who lets loose and tells you what I think. You should meet my mother. She will come out and she go, do that. Why would they have a watch at this time? Why do they do this? And why do they do that? And I know you think they walk on water, but they have some answering to do. Like, that's my mom to me about Scentsy. And I don't think they walk on water. And I'm like, mother, shit happens. It's a business. We are doing like 4 times the amount of sales than they had reflected and anticipated and forecasted a year ago. This is unheard of. Nobody knew this was going to happen. And now let's mix that with a pandemic where things we can't see and things we can't grasp, and warehouses, and hello, Katrina Mott, and all these different things are happening, which hinders production, manufacturing, shipping, where people can work, how close they can work together, how many people you can have in a space together. All these things, plus us selling the shit out of Scentsy. Trust me when I say Scentsy wants to make sure we have all the product we need, because wouldn't you think they'd want us to sell more? Of course, it's very logical. So if you take the emotion out of it that I know you're feeling and go, of course they want us to do better. They're not screwing us to screw us. What good is that? Hi, Jonathan. They want us to succeed. They succeed when we succeed. So please don't think anything. Scentsy will make it right. Is this a huge bump in the road? Yeah, it's more like, what are those things that all of a sudden swallow your house? Sinkholes. It feels like a sinkhole right now. I completely understand. And some of you, I think, forget that most of you do this as a side thing or a hobby or a, oh yeah, if I feel like it thing. This is my income. This is it. This is my money. So if you don't think that I know, you're sadly wrong. You're sadly wrong. I probably know 10 times more than you know, and go through 10 times more that you're going through. Not only that, but I now have 200 of you that I worry about and make sure that you're happy. Now, it's not really my job to make sure you're happy, but that's your job. But please know, I know. If you're frustrated, I know. I'm frustrated. You know, that saying, a director is just somebody that has heard 100 more no's than you have. We feel everything. One of the things that made me kind of calm down and turn a corner that week that I was having a really bad week mentally about this whole situation was that the superstar directors, I voiced what I wanted to know, and they said, yes, we have said this, we have said this. We speak, directors speak for you, and then the starter or the superstar director speak for us. And it was just really nice to know that somebody was sharing and had our backs and was speaking up for us. Like, do they know? Do they know that this is not okay and this isn't syncing and this isn't right and the catalog isn't matching the PWS, and do they know this and do they know that and why aren't they fixing it and blah, 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 blah. Please know I am fighting for you. I do have your back. I am probably even seeing more crap you haven't seen, unless you're like Tui or Ange, because they see everything. But please know that we are fighting. As directors, we're fighting for you. As consultants, we are, and I don't mean fighting, but we have your back. We're saying and voicing all the things that everybody's going through, and we feel everything that you're feeling. We are upset. We are frustrated. We are disappointed. We are ripping our hair out on some days. We are just like, oh crap. You know, I'm booking parties and I'm just going, okay, let's do a party. and inside me I'm going, oh crap, I have to do a party, because it's extra work right now because we don't know if anybody thinks everything's going to be left. So, and if anybody else has been doing parties, it's an interesting experience doing a party with the stock issues that we have right now. So please know, I still have a party this week. I have a sip and sniff on Friday. I have training on Saturday. Life goes on. We are just doing an amazing job. We are kicking ass. We are taking names, and it's just a bump in the road. It's a big ass bump. Like I said, it could be a sinkhole, but we will get out of it. We're not going to get swallowed up and eaten by lava, but thank you, Tanya. But I just want you to trust. I don't know if you want to trust me or not, but I want you to trust in Heidi and Orville. And I want you to trust that whenever shit has gone down in the history of Scentsy, Scentsy has made it right. They know. I was trying to find my notes from the other day that I took, and I couldn't find them, which is a real kick in the baby maker, because I had some really good notes. Because I had a Diva director call, and one of the things that we talked about was that Scentsy's actually building, they've built a new wax machine to pour wax, because that's what they had to do. They had to build a new machine to create more wax bars because the wax is selling out so much, right? So Scentsy created and paid for, you know, like this isn't stuff that they just buy off the shelf. They have to create it and make it. And they have to get parts and they have to get somebody to make it. So that machine is up and running now. They're looking at creating and building more manufacturing on the Scentsy common grounds so that they can hire more people and create more things. But we do get a lot of our products from overseas. So please just know they're working on it as hard as they can. They wish that they could give us everything we want right now. And I'm looking through this just to see if by any weird chance it is in this book somewhere. No, not there. So, nope, it's not in there. I don't know what I did with it. I had two things that I wanted to use tonight, and they both are missing somewhere. They're in a safe place. Yes, business is cray. Yes, totally, Serena. Yes, agreed. Now, yes, exactly. So, okay, I'm going to kind of swipe these away for just a second. Or maybe not. There you go. So, as people are saying in the comments, I haven't had many people upset. Here's why. I have a lot of customers that have jobs. And I don't say that to be a smart. I literally, most people I would think have jobs. The people that don't have jobs and that kind of stay in their own little world and don't order things, they just get things in their neighborhood. Do you know what I mean? Like the backyard people. I just get things over here. They don't really venture out. They are the ones that have a problem. When I have done things and said, this is out of stock, make sure you have a substitute. At the start of every party, I explain the situation and said, make sure you have 2 or 3 other options that you like, because I'm not sure if we have this and this available. I try to bring products along to parties that when I left the house, it said we had. And I say, I don't know if they'll be that way when I put your order through, but I will do my best. Make sure I have your cell number. If you could give me your credit card number instead of a bank transfer, that would be great, because the total might change, all those kind of things. Like, I overcome those objections before they become objections, okay? And so everybody goes in with proper expectations, and hopefully I can wow them. Because thank you to Casey and to Rebecca, people who thought they weren't going to get a wax bar and a pod that they really wanted now could, but they weren't expecting it because I told them they couldn't get it. So I worked behind the scenes after they already placed my order with their substitute and ordered them and then got them things that they liked. But it's not for sure. So make sure that you set the expectations. Make sure people understand. Please don't keep... There's one thing I don't agree with when it comes to service is don't apologize for Scentsy being successful. Don't get sucked into the, I know, it's really sucky. Like, don't badmouth Scentsy, because it just makes you look like a dick, basically. Then why are you with the company if you're going to badmouth them? That's what that looks like. It looks ridiculous. So don't do that. But stay positive, and be understanding and empathetic to it, but try to find a solution. Have other things that you are offering. You know, if somebody wants, oh God, listen to me here. I don't know, black raspberry vanilla, because that's a good one. We don't have that one, but have they tried mixing this one and this one together? Or have they, have they tried this one? Or, have other things as an idea. Give them suggestions. They're very open them to it. It is. I've been talking about that as well. I've been talking about that. It's related with COVID too. But so there's a lot of things that are coming into play in this situation that we're in. This situation will not last forever. Do we know when it's going to end? No. But at some point, you have to be really grateful that we are doing as well as we are, and that people want the products that we have. I am not telling anybody any dates. None. If somebody goes, I had a $500 order the other day, and 4 out of the 6 warmers she wanted were not in stock. And she said, will they be here before Christmas? I said, I don't know. I said, I'd love to give you a date, but I don't know. Now, I don't care what Workstation says. I'm not listening to that. I'm not sure. I can let you know. And this was before that new update came where they're going to let us know when things get in the warehouse and stuff. And I was like, I really don't know. Because those dates can move. So don't be promising things to people. And don't be telling them so much of an update that you have to go backtrack and then they get more irritated. It's easier for them to say, you know what, I'm not sure. I can put you on a list. Once it's back, I can let you know it's here. And then you can take care of it that way. My computer just went off. So don't, the customer service rule is under promise and over deliver. Do not over promise and under deliver, because you're going to have some very angry customers. Okay. So you're a customer too. So you know how it is, but you're also the business owner. So whether you work at the mall and you sold out, or you work at New World and they ran out of damn little plant things. You know what that day's like for them, I bet. And they're not getting any more. We will get things again, but you just have to be a bit patient and offer other things. So, again, watch Jacqueline's video. She says a lot of things softer than I say. So if you're a softer kind of personality, she will speak to you for sure. You need to think outside the box. If you are always doing the same thing, and now you can't do those same things, you have a choice. You can either learn something new, watch something new, train yourself on something new, ask and work with your sponsor, or you can just give up and sit there and get nothing. We have all had to change during this time. We have all, from me doing lots of parties a week to me doing a couple parties a month. Well, I still have to create income. I still have a trip I want to earn. I still want to get paid as a director. I still want to set a good example for you. There is no option for me, in my opinion. Of course I get another job. I don't want another job. I like the job I have. So how can you best be of service to people? How can you come and think outside of your norm? You know, is it Facebook parties? Is it text parties? Is it pouch parties? Is it bag parties? Is it unique shopping links? Is it businesses? Is it Christmas gift giving for businesses? Can you help them with gift baskets? Can you do fundraisers? Can you give to charities? Like I am going to do, could you do a buddy drive? You have to think, what kind of environment, what kind of people do you hang around with? Are you preschool people? Are you teachers? Are you nurses? What are you? Like, who are you besides a Scentsy consultant? those places of interest is where your nuggets and your branding is going to come in, and where you're going to try to find solutions and add value to the products that we do have. The other magic thing about this is when you think outside the box, you think of different things where you have control of the products that go inside the orders. For instance, mystery bags. There's several different posts. If you search mystery bags in Team WunderBar, things will come up. Janice is going to share some that she made as well in the this week. So I'll let you know, Janice. And when it's a mystery bag, they're paying you and they don't know what they're getting. So you can choose things that are in stock. I do scent bags every month. So they're a themed scent box, kind of like a scent crate or a whiff box before we had whiff boxes. I used to do scent boxes. And I started sharing some of those pictures. The reason why I'm sharing all that stuff is to give you ideas of other things you can do with the products that we have and still create an income, get your PRV goals, help your team get their PRV goals, and you all live your best life. Woohoo! You just have to switch how you think about things. You can't just stay in the, oh, woe is me, and oh, this sucks, and oh, that's not right, and oh, that's... You can't do that. You can't. You don't have... If things are really important to you and your goals are really important to you and earning a trip is really important to you, you have to figure out how to go over, under, around, or through the obstacle to still get to the other side. So what are you going to do? How are you going to think about it? For me, I usually go watch videos. All those SFR videos that are now on Workstation are incredible. Have you watched them all? I still haven't watched them all. That was something that was a promise to myself in October. I'm going to watch one video a day. For many reasons. One, so I'm always learning something, so I'm getting good ideas, but also because it inspires me, it motivates me, it makes me want to take action and go, ooh, that's a really good idea, I'm going to try that. It puts me in a different frame of mind. And right now, based on everything that I read, people tell me, people I talk to, Marco Polo messages, people are in a weird place mentally. It's like they're walking through like quicksand. We need to be the light. You need to make people smile. You need to lift people up. And I'll tell you what, when I volunteer, I do it for them. But you know what? I think I have more fun and I get more out of it than he does. Like my client now is a man. But when you do good things for other people and you make other people smile and you help create a different atmosphere for people through scent or through gift giving, and they don't have to worry about this, this, and this, and you gift wrap or you do gift vouchers or whatever you do, I mean, honestly, I just thought of a way around pre-orders. Joe and Katrina, if you're still watching, I know you caught that. And I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. I was just thinking, because we're not supposed to hold people's money for 3 days, you could make gift vouchers and give them a gift voucher, and then when their product comes in, you can redeem it and they can get their thing. That's a way around pre-orders I just thought of while I was talking. See what happens when I start running my mouth? That might be, I'll have to think about that some more. But those are the things, like when you talk to other consultants, please branch out of Team WunderBar. Please attend events. When we have get-togethers, I don't need the get-togethers. I do the get-togethers so that you guys can really meet, so that I can meet some of you, so that we can actually talk, so that we can share space together, so that we can get to know each other. It's hard making friends as an adult, especially during a pandemic. Like, learn to bounce ideas off of other people. Find buddies that want the same things from this business as you, that have the same interests as you, that kind of have the same learning style. You don't know if you're stuck in your little hole. You have to be able to pull yourself out of these things, and it might take a week, and it might take a couple weeks, and I hope it doesn't take months, but it might, because of kind of how the world is at the moment. Stop reading news, stop listening to news, start filling yourself with really positive things, podcasts, YouTube videos on Scentsy, happy music. I know before I got on here, I just quickly eaten a little something, and then I put on Got the Feeling from Justin Timberlake before I went on, because it puts me in a different mood. So you are in charge of your moods. You are in charge of your happiness. You are in charge of your success. You determine going forward, stopping, or going backwards. You. No matter what what's happening with Scentsy, we have choices. And it's just how you look at those choices. One of the things I want to remind some of you of was April. For those of you that weren't in Scentsy in April, New Zealand could only sell body, laundry, and cleaning products. That's it. We couldn't recruit. We couldn't sell anything else. Nothing. We had one of our best months ever in Scentsy and in New Zealand, even with all of that. And now we have way more products than that, and people are still complaining. So I get it, but what if you went, yeah, that sucks, but what else can we do? That's the difference. So we did amazing things with just a few products, and we got creative. Lou and somebody else, I think Lisa, put together mystery bags for us. It helped all of us. And it just shifted everybody's energy and their vibe, because when you thought everything was like, somebody gave you an idea and you went, oh. And then everybody it was working for, and it gave people momentum, and it gave people inspiration. And all of a sudden everybody was doing mystery bags, and everybody had PRV, and oh my gosh, I didn't think it was going to happen. It was amazing. Yes, Glenda, it was amazing. That's what we need to tap into now. That is what we need to tap into now. So some of the things, I knew I should have, I knew I was going to do something, and then I forgot before I did it, and I don't have Facebook up at the moment. I'm going to share something that I'm going to share it after this. Joe shared something that she wrote in her team page, and I was like, oh, that's so good. And I said, can I share this with my team? And she said, yes. And all I thought when I read it was like, wow. And we had way less than that in April. So when I share it, remember that when you read that. I didn't have it prepped and ready to go, because me and Quentin were hanging out on Zoom. Remember unique shopping links. If your customers, that customer that wants to order over $500 worth of stuff, I said, you know what? Let's open up a shopping link for you. Get the things you need now, and then when the other things come in, we can add them to that party, so that you're going to get your free and half price stuff still. If people are ordering things, or they want to do, or they are talking to people, or they're visiting people, or whatever that looks like, or if you want to do a fundraiser, I want to work with this is an idea that I have. I want to work with a domestic abuse shelter. As a domestic abuse survivor, I wanted to, and because of the whole Wonder Love tree thing that happened, people have now been commenting going, do we send you ornaments this year? Do we send you ornaments this year? I can send you. And I'm like, you know what? I mean, if you want to send me ornaments, that's cool. I will always love and cherish them. I said, but what if we sent them to the people in California that were in the fires, and had to leave without anything, or the Australia people that lost everything in the fires back then? Or what if and then I thought of, what about domestic abuse shelters? Where they have to get people out really quickly with their kids and grab whatever they can. Just like that, while he ran to the store, I say he, being general, sorry. And in my experience. So what if we did a buddy drive where people bought buddies or paid for a buddy clip, sidekick, something. And we donated it to a women's domestic abuse shelter and did fragrance flowers for the moms. Because the moms only care about their kids. And they don't care if they have only the clothes on their back, but they want to make sure their babies have this, this, and this. So what if they just had a flower that smelled nice and looked like something pretty in their little space that they're staying in this protective house? What if? And it added a nice fragrance. Nothing major, but think about what would happen if we went together and did something like this. You know, part of me really wants to get together with as many people as possible and go down and do volunteering around Christmas or whatever as a team with team shirts, where we are volunteering together as a team to change lives and to make somebody's day better. Sometimes everything's not about you. And while things may be shitty some days or some weeks, far out. If you really have a gratitude attitude, you know, I'm always thankful I have food in my fridge. I'm always thankful that I have clean water to drink. I am always thankful that I can afford to get my hair done. I'm always thankful for Scentsy. Scentsy is my family. Scentsy is my travel. Scentsy is my finances. Scentsy is my friends. It's my fun. It's my happy place. Even when it's frustrating, it's still my happy place. So sometimes you just gotta pivot, as Ross Geller would say. Pivot. Change your brain. Stop focusing on all what's wrong and start focusing on what's right and what you can do instead of what you can't. What we do have instead of what we don't. Create, as Jacqueline said, create some cute bundles for people. Take something from the clearance section, take something from the full-size section and make it a cute bundle and make a graphic on it on Canva. And of course, personal specials have to be somewhere else. But if it's what it's priced as correctly for Scentsy on your website, it can go anywhere. So encourage people to start doing their shopping now. And why not give them their own shopping link to do all their shopping, and then they get their own Christmas presents and treats for free and half price? Why not? Call it something like Santa's Little Helper Parties, or I don't know. Get creative. Stop being so serious. What else do I have on here? Oh, so, see, I told you. I think I have nothing to talk about. And then there is a program. It is not an app. It's a program called You, Me, Who. YOUMEWHO. You, Me, Who. And in that program, I almost said app, in that program, you can list all the product that you have on hand. You have to list everything separately. Delinda from Jacqueline's group, went through it with us, and she has a video on YouTube that I can share. I'll share it in the links after the video, or share it in the comments after the video. But you have to list each bar separately and things like that. But what it is it's like this link that has all of your stock that you have on hand. And then what you can do is you can share this link to your website with people privately, and they can shop from there, and then you can send them an invoice and they can pay and they can pick up or deliver it, whatever you decide. But it's a way to sell stock without advertising you have stock, because you're not allowed to do that. So that is something that I highly recommend. I am somebody that always did so many parties a week. I never had really any stock. I don't need stock. I carry bulbs all the time because that's important. Otherwise, it's not important. But because I had party orders going in consistently, and my hosts and my hostesses always use the free and half price things, I didn't really, with extra orders here and there, I padded orders, and then I always order the same things. I order washer whiffs for samples, bars for samples, scent circles, dryer discs, and Scentsy soak. And that's for prizes and samples. That's it. I don't really need to order a ton of crap I don't need. I didn't come here to spend money. I came here to make money. So then COVID hit. And then everybody was buying, and it was all done online, and they were clicking on the party links and things like that. And I started collecting some things now. Well, I don't want them. I don't want them in my house. But for Christmas shoppers, if you have things, they might see some things, and maybe you sell it cheaper, or maybe it's a demo, or maybe whatever. It doesn't matter. So that's just one of those things. Bye, Tanya. But that's one of those things that might help you. You can put the link in your newsletter. You can put the link in your Amy message when you follow up with people. Hey, check out, this is what I have, you know, I have available now if you'd like it. Check out the link of I think Delinda calls it her closet, her Scentsy closet or something like that. Check out my Scentsy closet. So that's something that, in case you've been in this weird place because of COVID and you all of a sudden ending up with all this product, but you'd rather have PRV, like right now, get rid of the product. How can you move that product? So nobody needs to have a full store in their house. I mean, I know we see things in America, but it's very different in America. So it is handy, but yeah, there's no need for it. It's one of the reasons why I love this business, is because we don't have to carry stock. So, and we don't have really a lot of competition in anything, so people will wait for it. And if you built those relationships, they're going to be loyal to you, and they're going to keep coming back to you. So there you are. Use your resources. Again, you have so many resources. Use the files in our team page. Use the albums in our team page. And don't think the first page is done. We have like 20 albums. You have to click the arrow on the end, and it will keep going and open more albums. Go to the About section in our team page, and there's groups that I recommend that have amazing training in them. Go to YouTube. Just put Scentsy hosting, Scentsy booking, Scentsy games, Scentsy whatever. You will go down the rabbit hole, and we won't see you until 2023 when we can all travel again. There are so many things available to you. If you have time to watch Netflix, and you have time to do other certain things, you have time to watch a damn video to make yourself better, your business better, and help your customers and create a better future for yourself, don't you? One video a day. Podcasts, audiobooks, things that are positive, instead of always sitting in front of negative crap, fake news, biased news. Oh my God. Is ridiculous. Unfollow. Bracelets. For those of you that came to to Casa Publica for our fake taco night, because tacos were freaking, we missed the cutoff. We have to reserve like 2 weeks beforehand. This was an idea that I put in the album in Team WunderBar. There's an album about business, 365 ways to build your business. So if you're like, well, I don't know how, and I don't know what to do, and I don't know anybody, and I just moved, and well, my friends and family all buy it, but I don't know anybody else. What do I do? Go to that album, 365 things to help you grow your business. This was one of the things, if I'm not mistaken. Put 10 bracelets on every day. Now, they say bangles, but I have big hands. And then I went to find something else, like the old rubber jelly bracelets from the 80s that you can do fun things with. They didn't have those either. So I got hair ties. So these are hair ties, but the rule of thumb is every day you put 10 bracelets on one hand, And you have to talk to 10 people about getting together to party with Scentsy, or you can use it for joining. I say get 2 arms and put one color on one and one color on the other. As soon as you call somebody and say, hey, April, because I'm trying to get April to not tie down a date. Hey, let's set up that date for you to, let's get that sent before you start getting busy for summer, because she gets really busy in summer. Are you ready to set up that party date? Goes to the other arm. Hey, Sally, I was just thinking about you. It's been a while since I saw you. What about getting together for a sniff session? What do you think? Conversation 2. Hey, I saw that that you had a big order. Do you want me to open up your own shopping link for you so that you can earn some free and half price stuff? You know, might work out better for you. Do you have any friends or family that need anything? 3rd conversation. So your job is to move all the bracelets from this side to this side in the day. And if they look weird and you go somewhere and someone's like, what's with the bracelets? You can say, they're helping me make money. Or they're helping me do this, or they're helping me do that. I don't know. Whatever you want to say. But it reminds you to do the important things. Don't spend so much time doing unimportant things. People. If your calendar is empty, if you're not handing out your samples, if you're not handing out your join packs, if you're not sending out Happy Mail, if you're not doing post PWS like little gift pegs with samples in it and follow-ups and thank you cards, and if you're not doing all those little extra things, you're probably gonna have to work a little bit to get that rhythm and that momentum going of people completely referring you, but you have to be really consistent with it. So the only way you get business is to go look for it. So it's having conversations. It's getting people's information. It is not being a chicken shit and going and knowing that you are offering them free and half price stuff and a chance to get their Christmas presents or their business supplies or whatever that is. Right now, scent is a big deal. People love when things smell nice. So help them. But basically, if it's 7 o'clock at night and you still have 4 left on your arm, you better send 4 more messages. Okay. I come from Wakanda. Reminds me of like weird little things. But that's where the 10 bracelet idea works from. Find 10 bracelets. Go get 10 bracelets. And commit to that. Just for a week. Try it. Just for a week. 1 week do booking. 1 week do recruiting and see what happens. Talk to people. And this is like the game. Give yourself a prize when they get all to the other side. Whatever that prize may be. It could be wine. Maybe hubby has to give you a foot rub. No, not for me, but for you maybe. I have director training this weekend, so I will be coming to you hopefully with some good stuff after that. So we have training Saturday and Sunday virtually. So I'm very excited about that. Katrina Mott and I are planning a Region 3 4-day training extravaganza. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be later in October, but we're nutting out. We were on Zoom last night from 10:30 p.m. until 3:30 p.m. or 3:30 a.m. this morning. I think I finally, or 3 o'clock this morning. So we've been nutting out how to do it, what we want to achieve, and how we want to inspire you guys and lift you up. Because as directors, we do feel a little bit of pressure. I mean, motivation comes from within, but inspiration usually comes from elsewhere. So we just want to inspire you. And, oh, Sarah, wait until you see it. Wait till you see the theme. You're going to love it. Me and Katrina are so excited. So stay tuned. It's a little hush hush at the moment, but because we have to invite the speakers and things like that and get that all sorted yet. Don't forget about scent bags, scent boxes, scent crates. Don't forget about sampling, especially if people aren't getting together with you. Are you putting new things in front of them? Are you sending them a, hey, just thinking of you, or a hot chocolate sachet and some different wax samples, whether it's felt samples or something else, and say, hey, I was just thinking about you, kick back and try a new scent, or kick back and have some hand cream, any of those things. So, and you see all the fun things that I posted in the thinking outside the box, scent boxes, things like that. So even if you just did one product like that, it would be really cool, or one sample like that. How fun would that be? Start a sample club. There's videos. My friend Nikki did one on YouTube. Sample club. Why not start a sample club right now? Because right now, online orders are really an amazing place. If you don't have your PWS set up, you are missing out. And when I say missing out, I mean like you don't just have it open, but you're actually sending people to it, and you're talking about your business, and you're sharing products, and you're sharing how Scentsy, and shuffling people and funneling people to your website. Swear to God. And shipping isn't a big deal for people anymore. So they're used to it during COVID. Kind of broke that a little bit. Oh, so I'm running a special that I'm going to do where I have different links. And if people shop from those links, they will get a special deluxe sample pack from me. Now I'm going to have different levels depending on how much they spend. But if I can get more people just going through PWS and shopping the link, it saves me time, it saves me money, it saves me gas, it saves me everything. And I don't mind putting together some fun things for them to say thank you. It'll definitely be worth their time. So how can you incentivize them shopping on your PWS? That's just an idea. Open party links. Make sure you always have open party links on your PWS. Commit to your goals. Schedule your time and stick to it. And then once your time is over during the day, then go on and do the other things you were going to do. But if you only work when you feel like it, fucking nothing's going to ever happen. If I only worked when I felt like it, I probably wouldn't work that often. But once I get going, it's kind of like going to the gym. You don't really want to go. And you're like, ugh. And then you get there and you're like, oh yeah, oh, she's here. Or, oh, sometimes there's a guy and you're like, hey, hold on, I gotta get pretty before I put tight clothes on. But anyway, but once you kind of start going, you're like, oh, okay, cool. And you just kind of, time goes. So that's kind of how I end up working. I don't think it's a when you feel like it kind of thing. You have a business. I don't think the people that work at and own the stores at Westfield only open on days they feel like it. They have fucking rent to pay. A lot of rent. And I know you've heard me say this before. So not every day is going to be rainbows and sprinkles, people. Team get-togethers. I have talked to the movie theaters. That's why we haven't done movies. I've talked to the movie theaters because I was so excited because there's supposed to be like 5 or 6 horror movies coming in September. And they just looked at me and went, we don't know what's coming, when it's coming. Because of COVID, obviously Hollywood isn't making as many movies. Now they started again finally, but it takes a long time. So then they're not getting the movies the same. So I'm working on some things to try to just come up with an idea where we all get together once a month and meet somewhere. If I had a big house, we would all just come here, but I don't. So, so stay tuned for that. I'm still working on it, but that's why it's been a little bit weird lately. The holiday sniff and shop, for those of you who have contacted me wondering, it has been confirmed. We will get Curie's house once again, just like last year. And as always, it's on the last Thursday of November. So I'll put that event together as well. And for those of you that don't know what it is, just don't retain it today. Once the event is up, I do a video in there explaining what the event is, and then we can go forward on that. And it's going to be weird this year. Don't get me wrong, because of product. So, I want to know what your last 3 months of the year goals are. What do you want to achieve in your Scentsy business by New Year's Eve? So if you can share that with me, you might be happy that you did. I'm just saying. Yep. Now, the banner on the team page says tricks for treats. So here's what this is what, and this was inspired again, pretty much by what Lou and Lisa, I think it was Lisa, I know it was Lou, but I think it was Lisa was the other one during lockdown that came up with the mystery bags. I will reward, or me and Janice, we'll say that, me and Janice will reward anybody that shares a complete idea with everybody. When we say complete, yes, that's her goal by New Year's, is her Scentsy luggage. And I can't wait to see you get it. And I'm going to come steal it because it came after I was a director. So you have to share a completed idea. The completed idea means you're going to share how it works, how you post about it. So pretend you're teaching it to somebody that just started yesterday. That's how your posts need to look. Where did you get the products? How do you put it on your website, or how do you put it on social media so it's compliant? How do you work it out in Workstation if it has to be worked out in Workstation? Like mystery bags, for instance. Tub clubs, although those aren't probably going to work anymore. I'm glad I did one last month. How you advertise it, if it has to be personal or public. Basically where you got items, how much they cost, if you remember, but cost isn't that important. And any products, where they were sourced from the stores or whatever. So if you're coming up with a mystery bag option, you know, have it doesn't have to be in I know a lot of people make the pics and break it down that way. I don't care if you type it, like just in the post. I don't care. It doesn't have to be in a pretty graphic, because people can use other mystery bag graphics. But if you want to make some cute mystery bag graphics, that's cool too. I know everybody did one graphic, and then I made my normal Patty girl from Ziggy with a mask on, and that was my COVID one. So whatever that looks like, Janice is going to share some mystery bag ideas. She's put a bunch of them together for us. Thank you, Janice. Other people, but we will reward you if you help other people succeed and you come up with ideas. We have over 200 people to come up with ideas. If we each came up with one idea, wouldn't everybody be jealous of us? Okay, so that is the challenge for this month. You're going to come up with an idea, nut and bolt it out, make sure that it is replicable and easy to understand to a 6-year-old, and you will get a goodie from us. So any questions on that, let us know. I think that's everything that I wanted to go over. Oh, on Friday, Janice and I, maybe not Janice, she might have to work. I'm attending a training in Jacqueline's group on Project Broadcast. I know Sarah's has been looking into that as well, and it's something that I've been looking into, but I haven't dug deep into yet. So, and it's an amazing program that can drip text campaign to team members, to customers, to whatever, so that you don't forget about things, or new recruits, and how to be a better leader sometimes, or how to follow up differently, or it's a lot to explain. But if you're familiar with Project Broadcast, or you want to go Google it, feel free to go Google it. But I'm going to attend a training on Friday on that. So hopefully I can start learning that and be better efficient in that. Again, there's probably something on YouTube about it as well. But does anybody have any other questions for me? Nina, I saw your name is here. Nina, your happy mail came back to me because I didn't put a stamp on the envelope. So it is on its way back out to you. And I was like, I remember thinking, I swear I counted more envelopes. Came back. So it's been from Pegasus to wherever it went back to me again. So it's traveled around. All right. Any other questions? Look at that. 9:30 on the button. These are really fun to play with. Just saying. They're supposed to be for your hair. Yeah, no. Anybody? No. I think I'm going to put an album. Make sure that if you write a file about the share idea, you put it in files, because you can't put it in an album. But maybe I'll make an album picture that says something about October 2020 Think Outside the Box challenge, or tricks for treats ideas. I'll put it in there. So if you have pics, you can put it in there, and then everybody can find everything easier. Otherwise, you guys are scrolling too much. Yes, preferably yes, or updated. Yes, Serena. You're welcome. You're welcome, Kirsty. I know I can't fix everything, but I at least want you to understand that I understand. And that people have our backs, and I have your back, and the ones that, the end of this, the quitters that are quitting right now, I'm like, bye-bye. Because we're all stronger as they quit. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. I'll take your customers. Thank you. Thank you. That's fine. So, yeah. Kathy, what does that mean? Okay. All right, you guys, have a good night. Sleep well. Rest well. Put some more joy back into your days. And let's get creative and kick some booty for the rest of 2020. All right? All right. Good night, everybody. Love you guys.